ages. I last did a video 25th of December, Christmas Day, and that was to open up my the last one of my advent calendar. And then I did with Julie, the Whippy Chick, we did a live. It was the 1st of January here, but it was the 31st of December in New York. So we did a live to celebrate the new year. If you haven't seen it, you can find it on her channel. So between then and now, hope everyone's been good. Hi to all new subscribers, thank you, I appreciate it. And thank you to all my existing subscribers for hanging in there despite there not being a video for a month. But I set myself a goal, and the goal was to finish the advent calendar blanket and the 2 baby blankets for the babies born in January. I did want the blankets done before their birth, but I know one's definitely born, a little boy. The other one I'm not sure of, but they'll be going out, not tomorrow, which is Sunday because it's Saturday here. So it'll go out Monday, 1st of Feb probably. I'll get them delivered. So enough of that, let's get on with the bits. Do you want to see my crazy mad advent calendar? Let me just get it the right way round. Oh, I'm nearly knocking me thing over again. Look how mad it is. I did a really fancy border. I did about 6 rows of a wide V-stitch, then I did a lacy border on the top. But it's so patterned you don't really see it. But I'll lift it up. Now, if that isn't a good example of 2020, I don't know what is. It's wild, it's moody, it's crazy, it's colourful with a few sombre moments. Well, a lot of sombre moments. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with it. I think it's going to be something that I might do a end of year blanket every year. I've enjoyed doing it. It's beautiful and it's gorgeous superwash merino with I think it's an 80-20 mix, so 20% nylon. Now, I didn't use any of the yarn from Wool & Witch for the join. So what I did was I had, I think it was Drops Fable sock yarn in, I think it's cyclamen. So I joined with that, just did it's a join, I seem to prefer this join. It's like a slip stitch join. And I ran out of the Christmas Day 100 gram ball doing all this. So I did the final round with the cyclamen. And all the joining in that little round, didn't even use a ball. I've got about half left, or just under half. So there we go, it's done. It's good, eh? So I'm happy with that, and a big sense of achievement. On the live with Julie, I mentioned that I really wanted to focus and be a bit more organised. I'm very flighty and start something, see something better I like, and then I'll start that. So I thought I'm going to make a point of setting a task and finishing it. Doesn't mean I'll only do one whip at a time, but it does mean that I'll focus on what I'm doing. And I bought a planner because we'd said I fancied a planner. So this is my attempt to focus and be organised. So for the month of January, I set a list of 3 tasks, and it was the 3 blankets. So, I meant to I'll tell you more about my advent, hang on. So happily today I've been able to tick all 3 blankets off, so I'm all ready to start February afresh. So I meant to say, from the minis, I got 110 squares, and there was a few odd little bits left. 110 squares, but I only needed 108. And I joined them So I did, like, that's day 1, and that's either day 12 or day 24, and I carried on doing that. So the 2 days, the 2 rows make up the 24, 2 days make the 24, but there was enough left to do one last row, so I did a random row using up the squares, and there was only 2 squares that I'd made that were left over, so I'll just keep them as a memento. So it's a decent size, and it was a big project, bigger than I thought actually, but I'm glad I did it. So sorry, I forgot to finish off that's why I went back to it. Now it's baby blanket number 1. So this is it, and it's made with Bendigo 10 ply cotton, so that's Bendigo woolen mill, and the colours are snow, primrose and mint. So I just did a few different square patterns and just joined it up to make sure that none of them the same were together. Do you know, I just did a random, well, didn't do random, looks random, but it wasn't, it was planned. And I, for the life of me, can't remember what that was. I think it was just looks like could double and like a loose picot, so it was easy peasy. But that's done, decent size, quite heavy, but keeping cozy. And I as much as these, like the crochet, these blankets are really good for babies, I don't like them because they might get their little fingers stuck, but they're definitely great for when they're a bit older. So it would fit a toddler bed. Like my boys had them like those wee mini beds, like a cot bed. So it's good, eh? So I'm chuffed with that too. As you can probably tell, I am feeling like a big sense of accomplishment, which is great because I've got drawers full of unfinished projects. Yeah, it's pretty sad really, excuse me, whilst I have a drink out of my Christmas crochet mug. I don't know if anyone saw Canadian Crocheter's latest video, not the movie and stitch one, the other one. On her podcast she got a mug from her daughter, and it's rude, but it's just right up my alley. I must remember to ask her where she got it. It's good. Cheers. So the last baby blanket finished approximately 20 minutes ago. My hair looks mental. Well, not mental, but I just got it cut and dyed today. I'm going out to, we've got a party to go to, and because last year everything was loads of things here were cancelled, it's my friend's twin boys were 18 last year, her husband turned 50 and her daughter turned 21. She's turning 50 in March, so tonight she's having a belated birthday party for the family and a little early 50th birthday for her, and also a 25th wedding anniversary party. So she's got a cocktail truck and a food truck. It's not unlimited cocktails, which is understandable, there's a lot going, but she lives out, she doesn't have a farm, but she lives rural, just up the road from me, but got a great house and 10 acres and things, so we're going to have a good night with no noise control. Woohoo! So this is the last baby blanket. Ta-da! Oh, and both of the girls wanted traditional granny squares, which is quite sweet really, isn't it? A simple border on that. I just did rows of treble, and on the, is it TLC Yarn Crafts does a Daphne blanket, which I'm going to do. Kiwi Crocheter did it as well. She does a Daphne blanket and she does this really simple border, so I just did that. So it's This one actually I think is a bit bigger because the yarn was, although that was a 10 ply, which I think's iron weight, this was a 4, which is like what, worsted or that, but I think it was thicker than that 10 ply, so that 10 ply was probably just a fat double knit. So it's the same size squares but turned out much bigger, and it was Lion brand, feels like butter. I just did all the same squares on this one. So this is really nice, really soft and heavy again, and machine washable, which is good. But I suppose it's just having the room to dry them, eh? I mean, not everyone can dry things flat. I kept the yarn bands on this one. So the colours I used were lemon, so you know the lemon, ice, which was that, the white, which is self-explanatory, and the dusty blue. And I've got little endies left of most of the balls. I'll join them all up, and I use 1, 2, 3. So there's 12 there, but I mean I've got quite a lot of ends left, so say I use 10 balls. So it's 10 New Zealand dollars for this yarn here, but I got it on the sale for at Spotlight for $7. So it's still not cheap, and you could definitely buy a blanket cheaper, but it's not handmade and it's not made with love, and maybe every other mum's got one. So another big smile because I'm chuffed. And I did mention on one of my videos that I'm going to do the Satis shawl. That's S-A-T-I-S, and I have totally forgotten who it's by. I'll put it in the comments. And I bought beautiful yarn from Purple Sprouting. I wasn't sure the colours. Now, I bought 4 balls, and really, I've rolled them up. Not rolled them, what do you call it, wound them. So there they are. Now the purple goes the best, but I love blue, so I'm doing the blue. So that is my next project, and I am so excited to start it. And I'm doing it alongside my friend Pat Murray, and I only know her through my YouTube channel or my Instagram account. So we're doing it together. But she has unfortunately lost her little, I think she's a little pug. Mildred died yesterday, so she's a bit sad. So I'll give her a call and ask her if she's ready to start. Well, it's shamey. I mean, they really are part of your family. So I'll just put in my little bag, put my yarn away. So Satis shawl, it's this really cute little girl with curly hair. She's a woman, but she looks so cute and sweet. And I think it's got texture or fibre in the title. But yeah, can't wait. And you know, I've had loads of acquisitions between 25th of December and now, but I'm going to do another video. This will go on too long, and I've got to jump in the shower and get ready. So I did maybe I didn't mention, but I have an idea in my head for a pattern. It's only an idea, and it's only the beginning of an idea, but in my head I could see it. And I thought, I'm going to buy myself nice yarn, more from, I like Purple Sprouting. I also love Gumtree Gully, and I keep forgetting to buy from her. She does alpaca. I'll get from her the next time, I think, if I remember. So I wasn't sure, for my imagined pattern, I wasn't sure what kind of yarn I wanted. Don't even know if I've bought enough. But I didn't want sock yarn because my Satis shawl is with sock yarn or 4-ply. I wanted something a little bit thicker, so I bought myself a couple of, I got some double knit and they're called Dust Storm. So I think it's really pretty. So I've got that and I love it. I won't go to waste even if I don't use it for my Imagine pattern. And I got this, and this is 10-ply. So I've got an 8-ply and a 10-ply. This one's called Scottish Mist. Now back home we'd call it Scotch Mist, but Scottish Mist, and honestly the colours are, there's heather, there's lilac, there's the green of the mountains and the glens, and there's the grey, do you know, of dark skies and stormy weather, and oh, honestly, it's just so nice. Pine trees. There's even kind of like a yellowy green. Do you know, for the, oh, what do you call it? They have it here and everyone hates it. Can't remember, but it's a Scottish thing that they planted here, and of course, when you plant something in another country, it'll either not survive or it'll take over. The Scottish weed, well, it's not weed, but the Scottish thing took over. So New Zealand's full of this stuff now. I wish I could remember the name. So there we go. I'm really happy with it. I'm swithing on this one. Just hope I've got enough yarn though. If not, I could always do what I can and then leave it and then ask if she'll do more. So yeah, I'm delighted. So Satis first, and then I'm making my pattern. And I just found out someone else I know is having a baby, and it'll be later though. She's only 3 months, so I'll do her a blanket too. She would love one. Okay, so I'm going to head off. Message me or whatever, let me know how things are going. If you want any more information on anything, let me know. And yeah, actually, is it rich textures? No, it's not rich textures, that's another one, I think. Yeah, I'm heading. I was daydreaming there. So I'm off to my party, can't wait. It's a nice day. I haven't been sitting out in the sun this year. I had a little thing removed off my cheek. I've got a bit of a scar there last year. Turned out it wasn't sinister, but it was something that kind of could have been sinister, or gave me a warning that, you know, I'd had too much sun over the years. So I haven't really sunbathed. I'm still on holiday from work and off until the 9th of Feb. So being really lazy. My husband's been camping away twice with the kids and things. So I'm being really lazy and crocheting to my heart's desire and watching a lot of rubbish on YouTube and Netflix. Oh, it's lovely. But tonight's a dancing night, so I'm off to get my glad rags on. Not quite decided what I'm wearing, but dressy, but not too dressy, because there'll be a lot of dancing going on. So I'm off. Cheerio, be good, take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio!